Why do children lie? Hey, have you ever wondered why your child makes up all sorts of stories? One fine day, you ask your little one, "Who drew on the wall with a marker?" Your child looks up at you with innocent eyes and swears, "Not me, it was the cat." A cat that can hold a marker? Seriously? But don't panic just yet. The truth is, children lying doesn't mean we're raising a little con artist. It's simply a part of their development. However, if we want to guide them toward honesty, we need to rethink our approach. So, why do children lie? At what age do they start? And should we be worried? Let's sit down, grab a cup of tea or coffee, if you need the extra energy, and dive into this topic. When do children start lying? You might think little kids just cry, laugh, and call mommy, but no, they start lying much earlier than you'd expect. Check this out. By age 3, kids have already learned to edit the truth. By age 4, they lie about once every 2 hours. By age 6, they lie about once every 90 minutes. Shocking? Maybe. But here's the thing. Lying requires flexible thinking, which means their brains are developing well. Now, you might ask, why would such a tiny child even think about lying? Researchers tested this with a game called Guess the Object by Sound. At some point, they pretended to leave the room, leaving a mystery object on the table. And the results? 1/3 of 3-year-olds peeked and later admitted it. 80% of 4-year-olds peeked. And 80% of those kids swore they didn't. Even more interesting, kids with older siblings learned to lie earlier. Looks like older brothers and sisters pass down more than just hand-me-down clothes. Lying, a milestone in child development. Wait, so, does this mean lying is a good thing? Well, yes, sort of. To tell a lie smoothly, kids need to know the truth, use their imagination to change it, present their version convincingly. In other words, lying actually requires intelligence. Studies show that children who start lying before age 4 and can manage their words well by age 5 tend to do better on tests and problem-solving tasks later on. But hold on, does that mean the more they lie, the smarter they are? Not exactly. If lying becomes a successful strategy to escape trouble, some kids may keep using it forever. In a long-term study, 1/3 of 6-year-olds who frequently lied continued to do so into adulthood. So, should we worry? Yes. And it gets even more concerning when we ask, where do kids learn to lie in the first place? Where does this bad habit come from? Here's a truth that might make you a little uncomfortable. Kids learn to lie from their parents. First, from harmless, little lies. Have you ever told your child, "Wow, I love your drawing," even when you couldn't tell if it was a tree or a scribble? "I won't be mad if you tell me the truth," but then exploded the moment they confessed? Kids quickly figure out that lying keeps people happy and avoids trouble. So, naturally, they get better at it. Worse, parents sometimes force kids into lying. Imagine this situation. You find out your child spent their lunch money on a toy. You ask, "Where did you get this toy?" At that moment, your child has 2 choices. 1. Tell the truth and face your anger. 2. Make up a story and avoid getting in trouble. Which option do you think they'll pick? That's right, the easy one. So, what can we do? How do we stop our kids from lying? How to help children be more honest? Many parents believe that kids will outgrow lying as they get older. That's a huge mistake. The truth is, the more children understand the difference between honesty and lying, the better they become at lying. So, what works better, punishment or encouragement? Researchers tested this using 2 famous stories. 1. The Boy Who Cried Wolf, where the boy keeps lying and eventually gets eaten. 2. George Washington and the Cherry Tree, where young George admits to chopping down his father's cherry tree. And instead of getting punished, his father praises him for his honesty. When asked which story they thought would be more effective, 75% of parents guessed, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. But guess what? That story had no impact on reducing lying. Instead, George Washington and the Cherry Tree reduced lying by 75% in boys and 50% in girls. Why? Punishment doesn't stop lying, it just makes kids better at it. Encouraging honesty by showing genuine happiness when kids tell the truth is far more effective. So, what should parents say instead of punishing their child? Many parents try these common lines. I won't be upset if you peeked. Just tell me the truth. The child thinks, yeah, right. You'll feel better about yourself if you tell the truth. The child thinks, I just want you to feel better. Instead, try this. If you tell the truth, I will be very happy. Let's try again. If you tell the truth, I will be really proud of you. Because kids lie to make adults happy. Telling them that honesty makes us happy challenges their old way of thinking. That's exactly why the George Washington story worked. Young George felt safe and was genuinely praised for telling the truth. Of course, no fairy tale can magically stop kids from lying overnight. It's a learning process that depends on how we respond to their behavior. Final thoughts. Lying is a natural part of growing up. But as parents, we need to help kids value honesty. Not by threatening or punishing them, but by creating an environment that makes truth-telling rewarding. So, next time your child insists, I didn't eat the cookies, they just disappeared, instead of scolding, take a deep breath and say, oh really? Well, if you tell the truth, I'll be very happy. You might just be surprised at how quickly they change.